Imagine a car that doesn't just respond to your voice, it reads your expressions. A car that doesn't just take you from point A to point B, but learns, adapts, and evolves with you. Not science fiction. Reality. This is AFEELA, the electric luxury sedan born from an unlikely alliance. Sony and Honda. One brings mastery of entertainment, technology, and AI. The other brings decades of precision engineering, safety, and craftsmanship. Together, they've created a machine that feels less like a car and more like a living, breathing companion on wheels. The question is simple: is the 2026 AFEELA the new benchmark for tech? Stay with me, because what you're about to see could reshape the entire future of driving. Luxury has always been about presence. Rolls-Royce has its spirit of ecstasy, Mercedes has its star, and Bentley has its wings, but AFEELA, it redefines presence for the digital age. Born in Japan, AFEELA is the flagship vision of Sony Honda mobility. And it's not here to play catch-up, it's here to lead. It's here to show us what happens when a company that builds PlayStations and Walkmans joins forces with a company that builds some of the world's safest, most reliable cars. This isn't just an EV, it's an experience. It's where cutting-edge software meets timeless driving heritage. And it's wrapped in design so clean, so futuristic. It almost looks like it was pulled from a concept sketch. Key highlights and features. Exterior front side. The AFEELA greets you with a glowing face. No grille, no fuss, just a digital light bar across the front that can project animations from welcome greetings to notifications. Flanking it are slim, blade-like LED headlights, giving the car a robotic yet elegant presence. Front angle from 3/4, you see the balance. The stance is wide and low, sleek lines curving like water in motion. It's futuristic, yes, but not alienating. This is design that feels inevitable, as though cars were always meant to look like this. Side profile. The silhouette stretches clean and fluid, coupe-like despite being a sedan, with hidden door handles and subtle chrome accents. The massive wheels, wrapped in aerodynamic designs, make the body float gracefully, almost concept car-like but ready for the road. Rear view at the back. The digital theme continues. A single LED bar runs edge to edge, echoing the front. The look is minimalist, but commanding a statement that the future doesn't need loudness, only clarity. Interior. The tech sanctuary. Step inside, and you realize this isn't a car cabin. It's a digital living room. A panoramic screen stretches across the dashboard, displaying everything from navigation to movies. Side cameras replace mirrors, feeding directly into this display. Seats are wrapped in sustainable, premium materials, soft touch, breathable, indulgent. The steering wheel itself is almost a nod to gaming, sleek, simplified, futuristic. The rear, just as decadent. Individual screens, immersive audio, reclining luxury seating, more like flying business class than sitting in a car. And everywhere, ambient lighting responds to mood, music, and even your voice. Context and lifestyle appeal. The AFEELA is not just about being seen, it's about how you live. For tech-driven leaders, creators, and innovators, this is a car that aligns perfectly with their lifestyle. Imagine driving to a meeting while the car assists with navigation and your favorite music cues seamlessly. Or picture arriving at a gallery opening, the AFEELA gliding silently, futuristic lights pulsing softly. It's not flashy, it's futuristic confidence. More than an SUV or a sedan, the AFEELA is a lifestyle badge. It says you're not just successful, you're forward-thinking, you embrace tomorrow. Today. Expert and industry insight or journalists have called the AFEELA the iPhone moment for the car industry. Designers describe it as the fusion of art and interface, where minimalism meets emotional intelligence. Engineers highlight its Level 3 autonomous driving capability, powered by over 45 sensors including LiDAR cameras and radar. And yes, this car learns your habits, predicts your needs, and refines itself constantly through over-the-air updates. Sony executives claim that owning an AFEELA will feel less like owning a car, and more like subscribing to a lifestyle platform. That's bold, but when you see the execution, it feels believable. Ownership feels so. What does it feel like to live with AFEELA? You step outside your home, the car senses your presence, greeting you with a subtle light sequence. As you enter, it recognizes your face, adjusts the seat, climate, and even music to your preferences. On the move, it glides, whisper quiet, smooth, effortless. Acceleration is instant, yet controlled, more like flowing than sprinting. Adaptive suspension makes the road melt away, while AI quietly manages safety. Inside, the atmosphere feels human. The panoramic display blends navigation with entertainment. The Bowers & Wilkins sound system transforms the cabin into a private concert hall, and voice assistants answer naturally, almost like having a co-pilot. Every interaction feels less like using technology, and more like living with intelligence. The 2026 AFEELA is not just another electric luxury car, it's a manifesto, a bold statement that luxury in the future won't just be about leather, horsepower, or chrome, but about intelligence, connection, and serenity. It's the car that whispers instead of shouts, that greets instead of growls, and that learns instead of simply drives. So, is AFEELA the new benchmark for tech? Or will the world still cling to the old guard of traditional luxury sedans? That's for you to decide. If this cinematic journey into the future of luxury inspired you, hit like, subscribe to Rev Royale for more deep dives into the world's most exclusive cars, and tap the bell so you never miss the next chapter. Until next time, may your drives be as refined as your destinations.